I'm sitting here thinking, is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough? Mama sitting here thinking that, just thinking that, damn, is it enough? Oh, let me take these off. Is it enough? Why do I say that? Why do we keep asking the question that, is it enough? So, we have a snow day today. Snowing. A lot of roads are bad. But I decided to go out there anyway. Let me cut back. Let me cut back as people are getting on here on our IG Live. I remember I came back to the U.S. here, back in America, some months ago, right at the start of last summer. Lost my retainer. Now I got to get braces back on the bottom. I done paid $4,500 to have braces. Now, lost my retainer back there, so now I got to get retainers again. At least instead of charging me $4,500, they're going to just charge me $2,000. Yeah, it's not a beautiful thing, but that's what it needs to be. I need to be who I need to be. I need to be the best that I can be for people. But I'm just talking right now. But is it enough? Why do I keep saying that? Is it enough? We sitting here at January 17th, 2026. January 17th. And talking about, is it enough? The reason why I say that, I go out. I take my kids out, go across the street, pay for our place. Go out across the street. We all have to go out because we want to make sure that the kids have stable environment. Meaning that, they both know mom and dad. They belong to me. My kids are mine. So I go out and I'm like, okay, it doesn't take that much to spend $1,000 on food on this day. So you go out, you get all the best foods. The freezer, deep freezer, refrigerator, you got all these modes. You have so many avenues of storing food. You stock them with the best foods. So your family has everything that they need. They're stocked up with food, the best food in the world that you could ever find. Is that enough? Then you say, hey, let me stack water. Let me stack bottled water. So let me go on and buy out 50 cases. Count at 24 cases of bottled water. Is it enough? So I got the food, I got the water. Is it enough? So you have a car, new cars. You have a car, you have an SUV. Is it enough? You work a 9-to-5 job to get all these things. Is it enough? Then you get life insurance policy. So life insurance policy, okay, let me get $1 million. Let me get $1 million on that. $1 million life insurance policy. If anything ever happened to me, God forbid, because I pray to God that I will have 88 years. But if you cut me off at 85, I'm okay with that. That's another 50 years for me. Is it enough? So you got the food, you got the cars. Okay, let's go to the shelter. The shelter. Rent my home out in Drexel Hill. Have an apartment. Rent out in Nigeria. Didn't need it. Build a home in Ghana. Modern home. Beautiful home. 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom. So you have a home in Ghana. You have a home in America. And you have an apartment in Ghana. Excuse me, you have an apartment in America. And also, when you want an apartment in Nigeria. Is it enough? Is it enough? Then you go from that to having, like I said, the life insurance policy. You go there to put your kids in the best school that exists. Meaning, they're with the state. My kids are in the state, under the IRS, in the IRS building. They have the best teachers available for purchase. Is it enough? Okay. Let's go to sex. Okay. I came from a time, can't say that I came from a time because, well, it's not recent, so I can say it came from a time. 4 or 5, 3 women in the bed at the same time because, that was me. We don't boast in anything, and I don't boast in that because it was wrong for me to do all that I was doing. But physically, you're gifted. Is it enough? So, you have the food covered, you have the shelter covered, you have the physical covered, you have the policies covered. Is it enough? Is it enough? Why isn't this enough? Okay, what else can I offer? Okay, let me put it on this. Intelligence. Have the intelligence of a multimillionaire without being a multimillionaire. Am I one? No. If you look at my assets, yes, I am a multimillionaire. Land in Ghana, land here, homes here, factories in Ghana, employees in Nigeria. Is it enough? So I say, you know what? Maybe I have to have different income to stream. Okay, so I have my stream in America. So I said, let me go do another stream of income in Ghana. Build that factory. Build that kente. Put them weavers in there. Build the product. Build a brand name. Build a fashion brand. Is it enough? But I will tell you this. There's nothing that you could do on the face of this earth that will be enough for most women. It's just not. Just not. It has never been. I'll go back to what I always say. Eve. Did Eve have enough before technology that we know existed? Did Eve have enough? Eve have what? She had all the earth to herself. The name of the animals with Adam. With Adam, she ruled over the animals. With Adam, she slept with. So you have this perfect man built by God. This man was built by God. It was his first specimen of creation as for human beings to be the most perfect of all creation that exists. Meaning, I like to say that I'm built, I'm tough, my body is what it is. But I'm sure Adam's body was even better. I'm sure Adam's sex was even better. I'm sure it's Adam's knowledge. Because he was created directly from the Lord himself and walked with the Lord and talked to the Lord. So he was better in every way that I could ever be because I'm a son of him. I'm his son. But he was better in every aspect that I could ever be. But was it enough? We know the story. And we know that it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to satisfy his wife Eve that was created out of his own. Took this, God, put me to sleep. Take this from your own rib. Now she wakes. Oh, I was created from your rib. I'm flesh of your flesh and bone of your bone. But even then, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. She needed more. So when you talk about the daughters of Eve, no matter what you could give them, she needs more. She had direct connection with God himself. God ordained, God glorified in all ways that we can't ever see in the Garden of Eden. And she had access to that. And it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. So, how can you, as a man, think that whatever you have to offer can be enough for the daughters of Eve? Quick answer. It can't be. It can't be. That's why we're in the predicament that we are today. So how do we get out of it? It's not about getting out of it. It's about learning how to deal with it. How to accept what it is that we are dealing with today. Again, you have God ordained, glorified in all his ways. Adam, I will have you speak and call out all the names of all that I have created. For you, Adam, you will name all the animals of the earth. Adam was doing his work. He's on his job. That's our father. Whether you like it or not, that's our father. Our first father. Then, again, he constructs Adam to fall asleep. Pull a rib out. Say, because you didn't see that I had something for you as I have for them, the creatures that I created that you name. I didn't, just like they have a partner. You came to me and said, well, hold up, Lord. They have a partner. Why don't I have a partner? He said, Adam, fall asleep. Deep sleep. Take the rib out. Therefore, I'm going to create something that's just for you. And with that, he created Eve. With that same measure that he created Eve, the same access that Adam had to God himself directly, Eve had that same thing, but through Adam. She didn't have direct access to God to speak to God, but she had access to God, our Creator, our Lord, our Savior, through Adam himself. So Eve said to herself, this has been appointed to me to be in this position. And I have everything. Adam, you have given me. I seen Adam, you have done the work. You have done all the work of the Lord. You have named the animals. You have dominion over the animals. You have dominion over the kingdom of God himself. Of the fruits of everything. But Adam, it's not enough for me. So then, that's when the serpent comes down like, oh, that's sick. She ain't really feeling it. Her free will, she ain't really feeling it. So she comes to Adam like, yeah, according to everything that we know in this universe, you gave me everything and I have everything. And I'm created from you. And you have given me everything. All things in existence I have. So remember that. Eve had everything that existed at that day. There was nothing that has not existed that she didn't have access to. And she still said, you know what? Even though you're completed by me, I'm not completed by you. Therefore, I need more. So Eve herself said, God has given, Adam has given, but it's still not enough. I need more. What more do you need, Eve? Mother of the human race, what more do you need? She said, yes, I have everything, but I see your position with God, and that's the position that I want. Rather than Adam saying, no, this is a position that God has given me, to have dominion not only over the animals, but have dominion over you. Not that I'm greater, not that I'm better, we equal because you came out of me, so therefore we equal. Just like the Lord himself came out of the Father. They're equal. Eve was equal to Adam in the eyes of God. And she knew this. But even then, she said, I still need more. So then you get the trickster, the father of lies, who comes in. Oh, you need more? You already have everything, but you need more? All right, I can offer you more. I'm like, what you got to offer me? What you got for me, snake? Imagine this. Before that happened, some scholars predict that snakes had wings, like dragons. And that's where dragons come from. They had legs and they had wings. So if you ever want to know where the term dragon or the identifier of dragons came from, it's because it was taught down from Eve herself after she was kicked out of the garden to her children, Cain and Abel, and down the line. So that's where dragons come from. Because Satan was not a snake, but he was a dragon. So a dragon with wings. Imagine a dragon with wings, legs, landed. Eve. What is it that you want? I want to be just like my husband, but I also want to be just like God himself. Because God has told me not to bite from the tree of life, which is a fruit. But if I bite this fruit, God told me that I would die. But I still want to be like him. I want to have his position. I want to be glorified like him. I want to be glorified like man. Flapping his wings around at the time. You're like, oh, you surely would not die. You surely would not die. But God has lied to you. If you bite off the fruit of the tree, you will be just like God, knowing good and evil. Because now you're naked. You don't know anything. But I can teach you a lot of things. She said, hold up. You're saying that I could bite from this fruit and be equal or even above them? Just like he does. Satan, the devil himself, want to be over God. So he taught that same ideology to Eve herself. What does Eve do? She doesn't go to her husband. She doesn't say, hey, Adam, you know what? This dragon came to me and told me that the opposite of what our Creator told me, because I know he created you, and he created me out of you. Even though he should know best, he told me that if I bite from this fruit, I could be just like him, if not greater. You know what, Adam? Adam, take some too. Adam was like, Eve, I don't know about that. God has told us what he has told us. She like, Adam, if you love me, for I'm the flesh of your flesh and bone of your bone. So Therefore, if you love me as I am of you, you will take hold in this. And Adam, dumbfounded, looks, okay, Eve. God comes down. What have you done? Where are you? Why are you naked? Oh, it was a woman who told me to eat from the fruit of the tree that you told me not to. Instead of saying, you know what, God, you gave me a position. You gave me a position as the headship. Therefore, when this woman comes with nonsense, I'm going to reject her. And if I rejected her, you would have abolished her. You would have created me someone else out of a new rib that you would have created inside of me. He didn't do that. And Adam was made perfect in all ways. First creation, born perfect, no sin. Free will, but no sin. So what I'm getting at is, if this is what our first father went through, but our first mother, how at a disadvantage are you as a man on this earth? This is why all things are the way that they are right now. Men do not take their positions in life. They would rather, men would rather submit to their wives than stand up, or their girlfriends, or whatever it may be, than stand up and say, hey, I might lose her. Yes, I would lose her, but by losing her, because she rejected me as the headship that God has made me, and she rejected me, but by me putting my foot down and standing up, God has taken her away out of my life. He's created something new and brought something better to my life. And that is why a lot of you men do not get better. You do not get better than what you have right now, because you do not take pride in who you are as a man. God is looking at all of us as men. Do you look at the women? You look at the women. He knows it's all chaotic, all chaos right now. He knows men have not taken a stance. So imagine, God, that you believe, whether God, whether it's Jehovah, Yahweh, Allah, whoever it is that you believe in. Imagine him looking at you and letting the woman dictate what you should do for your family, for your structure, for your foundation. He's looking at you like, hold up, I put you in this position. I didn't put her. I put her in a lower position, even though you equal my eyes. Just like the sun is equal my eyes. The sun is equal to me, but I put him in a lower position. He submitted himself to be in a lower position in order to save us. But it wasn't just an experience, but it was an example to be set forth. That though all are equal, all play a different part in a different position in what we do, how we live, how we serve, how we worship. And that's why God is angry with men today. And that's why the things that we suffer through today are the reason why they are the reason why we go through the things that we go through right now. So what am I saying? SDL, what are you saying? I'm saying this. If you are a man, be a man. If she's a woman, put her in a position to be a woman. You say, hey, she won't go for that. Okay. Let her not go for that. Push her aside. And when you push her aside, God will bring something greater in. These are the promises of God. This is what he does. He takes those who are disobedient and do away with them. But when you stand on 10 toes down on someone who are disobedient, from the way he has structured things, he brings somebody greater in. He doesn't bring them in to be just greater. You get somebody 10 times greater. At the very least. At the very least, you get somebody 10 times greater. Be patient. Look at me. Look at me. I spent the last 2 years, I'm somebody, like I said at the beginning, I'm somebody who has sex, this and the other woman all over the place. The last 2 years, I had no sex, no anybody, no anything. I've been strictly to myself to connect back with my Creator. And on that alone, by him saying, hey, Stephen, SDL, you've been patient enough for me to actually bring you something greater. Some people would think 2 years is a long time. I think 2 years is a long time. Because I've never done 2 years. I've never done 2 weeks without a woman. Now I go 2 years. That's because I submitted myself to him. And submitting myself to him, his spirit was allowed to come inside of me and be able to work in me and work on me and allow him to work on me. It's still work to be done. He'd be working in me to the day that I die. I'm not going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But the fact that he's working inside of me allows me to have the strength to go out and work hard. Not worry about what someone else is doing and what they're not doing. A lot of us have had the mindset that we always need. We need. No, what we need to do is better ourselves. And we can't do that without him. So when we go to him, say, hey, better me, take this away from me, let me be of you. Will he take away everything? No, he won't. He won't take away everything. But he'll give you enough strength to better yourself for the next woman that will come into your life. Like I said, how can a man provide all these things? And they would say, well, he's a 9-to-5 worker. I want a millionaire. You see how insane that sounds? That's insanity. True insanity. If I go into that aspect, millionaires or multimillionaires, because I can say I'm a millionaire from things that I own, regardless, because multimillionaires or wealthy, the elites, are 1%. Why do they call them the 1%? Because they are the 1% that have the greater wealth on all the face of the earth. So if they have the greatest wealth, 1%, who do the 99% have? 99% are the earth, upper class, middle class, lower class, poor, poverty. That's just what it is. So how do we come to a point in our lives that we have women out here talking like they need a wealthy man to do this and the other? They don't even exist for them. And the women who are talking about it don't even have anything themselves. So you don't have anything yourself to give yourself that lifestyle. Why would you expect me? And another thing, men who are productive, who go out there, earn, even a 9-to-5 worker who makes decent money, he would never tolerate a woman who makes twice as more as him and disrespects him. That's what women don't seem to get. The most important thing you could do for a man is respect them. A man can deal with you holding back sex, but a man can never deal with you holding back respect. Let me repeat that again. A man can deal with you holding back sex because he knows if he's productive, he can go out there and get it from whoever. Yeah, I go out there and get it from the side chick, the mistress, this and the other. So I ain't worried about it. As long as we got the kids good, this and the other, it's all good. It's all whatever. But a man will never tolerate disrespect. And if you're a man who allows a woman to disrespect you, you are not a man. You should never call yourself a man. You should call yourself a boy. Because that's exactly what you are. No man allows a woman to disrespect her. Disrespect them, excuse me. No man allows that. It's unseen, unfounded. It can't be done. Never allow that. If you want to do everything else, I don't control your body. But I control this marriage. I control this relationship. I control these resources. I control what you can have and what you cannot have. If you get your own, so be it. Go your way. Let me go my way. Let's be at peace. But no man should ever allow disrespect from a woman, let alone another man. Most men would say, hey, this man disrespected me, so I gotta pump up. You know, you push your pump ups in your shoes like back in the day. You're like, now you want to be all big and tough because a man says something that you don't like. That's another man saying something to you. And you're ready to get like that. How much more so should it be when a woman who's supposed to be at a low position disrespects you? Do you get all pumped up? No, you don't do that. You get silent. You get silent. Then you start plotting your ways. If you're in a relationship, once you see that disrespect come through, you check it. If it comes through again and the person don't want to learn, okay, I'm going to keep it zip, keep it moving. I'm going to make more moves, get this, get that over here without me even conversating with you about it. When it's time, I bounce. Kids involved, same thing. The worst thing for children, I would say, some men will say, well, I stick there because of the kids. I thought about that. Some men will say, I stick there and I go through this shit with her because of the kids. The worst thing you could do for your kids is allow them to see you be disrespected as a man. Because now your daughter doesn't know how to respect a man, and now your son doesn't know how to be a man. The worst thing you can do for your children is stay in a relationship where a woman disrespects you. Because again, your daughter will never learn how to respect a man, and your son will never learn how to be respected as a man. So, regardless of anything, it's better for you to walk away and be at odds, but do whatever you can to be at peace and be cordial with the woman who owns your children or bore your children, because you are the owner of your children. That's what God said. God said that the lineage come through the man. The man is the owner of the kids. But we live in a fucked up world where they say that the woman owns the kids. Thank God that the U.S. has abolished that in a lot of states where the minute you have kids, it's 50-50. And it wasn't like that until now. To the last 2 years, it wasn't like that. So a lot of people suffered through that. But now it's 50-50. So, as mayor, I don't know if you guys know this, I will be running for mayor come 2032 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in my home state. Yes, I'm going to be running for mayor. And these are the things that I do also want to help change. I don't want you guys to feel like you have no out who are in a relationship with children. And I don't want you guys who are not in a relationship seem like you don't have any avenue of finding someone to build a good household and relationship with. Because you do. And that's why I'm here. Because that's what I do. That's why I came back to you. I came back to you to give you what you need. I say, my whole stitch, if you want to call it that, Jewish term, is to build bridges between Black Americans and Africans, mainly West Africans, because that's what I specialize. I know West Africans. I don't know South Africans. I really don't. I can say a lot of things that I think, but I don't think it's going to be productive. I don't know Kenyans. I don't know any of that. But I know West Africans. What I believe, if you're a West African, man or woman, my whole thing is to come here to build bridges with you between man and woman in the U.S. as our Black Americans. Because at the end of the day, I truly believe still to this day, just like I believed years ago when I was doing this show before. That's the only way that we succeed. By building bridges with each other. Not tearing them down. Not going at each other's neck. Not letting people put ourselves against each other. But building bridges so that, hey, Nothing wrong with a West African man marrying a black American woman. The problem is, a lot of you guys get the leftovers. You get the ones that nobody wants. You get the ones who are in their 40s, 50s, who are overweight and really have not been able to cooperate with a man. So therefore, they want to come to you and try to overrule who you are, not knowing how African men are in the first place. That's something that we got to fix. My whole thing is that the younger women should be getting with the African men, meaning that black American women who are in their early 20s to mid 20s, they should be getting with African men, just like black American men who are in their 30s, 40s should be getting with African women. Because I always say that a man should not marry and not take on a wife until he's at least at the age of 35. If you came out of high school, you together, and this is high school love, and you stuck together, that's good. That's even better. Most people don't have that. So I can't speak on what most people don't have. But if you have that, stick with it. Build it up with you two. But if not, if you've been around the block, everybody, this relationship, that relationship, hey, look for something different. Look and say, hey, let me build bridges with black Americans, and let black Americans build bridges with Africans. Let us come together and build families together. Because when we have family structure and we build it together, now we have access to each part of the land. And we have that. You build in Africa, you build in America. Now, you're not just building in one place, you're building in two places. Now you're multiplying your strength. So when that strength is multiplied, you have a lot of different options. Then you build a lot of different financial advantages. I can't even say the right advantages. Some words I don't even know when I get like this, but anyway, advantages. If I said it right, yeah, that was right. But it was right. It was right. It was right. But but yeah, so we have to come together and make ourselves a community. I know the shit you see online. I see it too. I'm on Twitter. I see it too. Most people don't even know I'm on Twitter, but I'm on there. I'll give you people my handle so you can follow me on Twitter. But I see it too. I would say ignore it because there's more of us than it is of them. They on Twitter because the people who are on Twitter going about this diaspora wars or whatever, they don't have anything going for their lives. The women who are on there, they don't have men. The black American men don't even want to mess with them. So yet, they have time to talk about, African men, this and the other. Vice versa. The black American men who are on there ain't got shit going for themselves. They got time to talk about African women and Africans in general. Men who got stuff going on for themselves, they don't spend time online. They don't spend time online trying to trash people. They just don't. Men who are productive and women who are built for marriage don't spend their time online. But I have to come here because I have to part the ways. When I see something happening and I'm sitting back and I'm just looking at it happen. And I got to say to myself, SDL, why are you just watching this happen? Why are you just watching this, ain't saying nothing? I'm like, you know what? All right, it's time for me to get back on. Time for me to be that foundation, that rock, that splits this bullshit up so that we can get on the right path. Because we're stronger together than we all apart. We will always be stronger together to build together than we would be apart. You have Ghana on this side, Nigeria on this side, Togo on this side, Cote d'Ivoire on this side, Black America on this side, all going at each other. Yet, just like since the colonial days, you're getting looted for everything that you have, and Black Americans are getting taken for everything they have and no respect at all. Because most people don't have, in Black America don't even have money or the means or the resources to do anything and fight anything. But yet, if you came together, now you have a government on your side because your wife is this or your husband is that. Now you got a government on your side. Now you're building. Now your children have this one to look out, that one to look out for you. To me, it's common sense. To me, it's common sense. But it seems like, unfortunately, A lot of people don't have common sense. It's like we got to do better. But if we're going to do better, we're going to have to let go of the tribalism and the tribal egos. Do I have ego as a man? I do. I have pride as a man because God has given me that. But I have humility when it comes to God. Because I know that whatever I have in my ego, I don't have without Him. He can take it away in a split second. I could be a homeless man on the street with nothing, turn into a madman if He decided to. Tomorrow, I will be that. So that's where the humility's got to come in. But what I'm getting at, again, we have to build together. We have to have people from every country mixing with each other. Ghana, not just Ghana, Nigeria and Togo and Benin and all that. Africa in itself has the youngest generation of people on the face of the earth. America is dying. Why do you think, what you think happened to a dog when it's dying and catch rabies? It start to act out. And that's where America is right now. It's a country that's acting out because it knows that it's dying, and that China and Russia is taking over, and BRICS is taking over. See, I'm well versed in these things, but this is not a political thing. That's on my YouTube, SEL Ghana. Let me put in the plug. If you want to have more political views, go to SEL Ghana, SDL in Ghana on YouTube. Another YouTube, Faith Family. I think I changed it to SDL Live. When the other channel on YouTube is SDL Live, where we're going to be doing overnight streams, meaning that I'm going to be streaming from anywhere from 10 or 11 a.m. to midnight or 1 p.m. Tuesdays to Fridays. So I implore you guys to subscribe, go and follow me on there. But again, is it enough? Is it enough? Why isn't it enough for a woman to have a man that works a 9-to-5 job, works hard, go to work 7, 8, 9 in the morning, come home 5, 6, whatever it is, in the evening, and it just be enough? Provide a home, provide food. Maybe at some point you provide a car. If not, you provide transportation. Why isn't that not enough? When enough to them, to the women that we have to deal with, are me denying you to be enough, but yet I will go to the pastors and give my money to them that I work hard for and get nothing in return, but get smutted and get taken advantage of sexually. But I have nothing I have no outcome. I have no outcome to look at and say, this was a good thing that I've done. They would rather go to church, be under a pastor, look to them, give their money to them, than build that money with you where it could come something, you have an outcome. But they would rather do that and have no outcome at all and be stuck in the same scenario that they are 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Now they're 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. This is talking about prosperity. Insanity. This is true insanity. How is it that you can give your money to someone who is not in your home? Look up to him, but you won't look up to me because I have nothing and I'm working, but I go to work every day. But you could take what you work for, combine it with what I work for, combine it together, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years time, we could build a home. But you don't have that patience. Not only do you don't have that patience, you didn't have that patience to build with me, but you had the patience to be robbed from a pastor for 15 years. If you put that money into me for those 15 years you was giving that money to that pastor, we'd already had a home. We would already had a car. We'd already had children going to the nicest schools. We'd already had that. But you didn't think. You didn't think forward. And this is a problem today. And in 2026, if the women want to keep doing it, it's not going to be 15 years. It's going to be 20 years. It's going to be 25 years. It's going to be 30 years. It's going to be 40 years. And then you're going to see what the world is coming to, because the world is changing. AI technology is changing the world. A lot of females are not going to have employment going forward. The only jobs that are going to be available are the hard labor jobs that only men can do. So, are they going to wait until it's 2030, 2040, and then realize, oh, I lost my job, AI took over, now I have nothing, now I'm on the street, so I'm either begging or selling myself, or I'm begging this man to marry me. Hey, I didn't believe in polygamy when I was in my 20s. That was absurd to me. Now I'm in my 40s, and if you want to have 10 wives, I'm with it. If you want to have 10 wives and I have a roof over my head and I can chop, 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 chop. I mean, I'm with it. But it's like, that's where it's going to take that. And unfortunately, a lot of men are not going to go for that. Because a lot of men who are getting themselves together, yeah, a lot of you men out there, you're working on it. It might take you another 5 years. It might take you another 10 years, but you'll get there. You'll get there. And be patient. Have the fortitude to continue to do what you do. Keep having ideas. Because them ideas will take you a long way. And 5 years, 10 years, when you get to where you want to be, even if it's not rich, but in 10 years, 15 years, you have worked so hard and put forth the effort that you're so well off to the point that you could take care of yourself. And now you can take care of a family because you have something to look back for. You can look back 15 years and say, you know what? I started this 15 years ago, and now this is the fruits of my labor. You have that. But they won't. Because they were sitting around waiting for the rich man to come, who will never come. Their pastor kept telling them that. Their pastor kept telling them that, oh, just give 1,000, give 5,000, give 10,000, and God is going to bless you tenfold. God is going to bless you with a husband. God, they've been doing that for years. And they still ain't got nothing. Because God finds it to be nonsense. He doesn't listen to it. But he's listening to you, men. He's listening to you when you go and pray and say, God, keep giving me the strength. Lord, keep giving me the strength to work hard, build myself up. Even if I don't attain to what I desire to be, make me someone who can provide, who is a stronghold, to be there, a leader, a provider for my family. Guess what? He will never deny you. You might not be rich, but you have your home, you have your car, you have your business. And guess what? Them same women that you're chasing, they're going to be coming to you like, hey, I know you tried to talk to me here back then, 15 years ago, and I would like to go out on a date now. Can you take me out on the date? And you're like, fuck no. I'm already done with you. I'm already past that. I already got somebody else. I found somebody else who's willing to work with me. And guys, that's what you need to do. You have to focus on a woman, young girl, woman, whatever it may be, who's willing to build with you. Do not focus your mindset on what looked good today. What has a fat booty? And chase it. If you get it, you get it. Whatever. Hey, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I'm Tupac on this, but I ain't mad at you. If you get it, you get it. But at the same time, focus on finding the type of woman that you need to build with. If you're really in tune with yourself, to try to fix yourself, to try to better yourself to what you are from today, to be 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years from now, focus on yourself. And then after you focus on yourself and you see you move in the right direction, focus on the character of a woman. You want her to be attractive? Surely. You can always find someone. Sometimes it takes longer to look. Don't be stuck with anything. Base it off the character and the spirit. and the foundation of the person. When you do that, you find someone you can build with. You're looking at these chicks who showing their bodies off on social media. Them bitches ain't worth shit. I'm just sorry to say, they ain't worth shit. But sex and maybe a Happy Meal. Give them a Happy Meal and from McDonald's and hard dick. That's just what it is. And I hate to talk like this, but sometimes by the grace of God, He will forgive me because I know that I'm not supposed to. But I'm just trying to get through to you. I'm trying to get through to you. Find the character in the woman. Find the way she dresses. When you look for a wife, the way she dresses is utmost importance. She covers herself. I'm not talking about Muslim, this, that, and the other. I'm not talking about any of that. But she covers herself. When she speaks appropriately. She doesn't use language full of profanity. When you see what she does on social media, she's talking about good things. She's not selling her body. She's not selling herself. Go to the mother and go to the father. Speak to them. If she has an ex, go to the ex. Say, hey, I want to speak to your ex. I want to see what happened with you guys. If you're able to, go to them. Say, hey, just let me have a conversation with them. Hey, I give it. If anybody come with me, if I deal with anybody, they wouldn't have a conversation with my ex, and I say, hey, this is what we're going to be. We're going to be in a relationship. She wouldn't have a conversation with any of my exes. Hey, go ahead. Have at it. Don't even matter. I know who I am. I'm confident in who I am. But guys, you have to be the same way. You have to be the same way, confident within yourselves. Because when you're confident, no one can take you off your mark. If you're confident, you put your foot down. You say, this is what it is. I don't allow this, and I don't allow that. Oh, come around a big booty. Oh, okay, I'll accept this. Nah, man, stop doing that. That doesn't make a man. What makes a man is no matter what comes in front of his face, he stands on everything that he believes in. And if anybody tests what he believes in, he's found to be wrong by God Himself, then you can alter your belief. But if it's not by God, and they can't point that out in Scripture, by testimony in Scripture, by study, research, hey, this is what it is. And if you don't like it, you can bounce. I would tell anybody, the minute you disrespect me, I'm done. I might check you one time, and if it persists, I'm done. I don't care how many kids in it. I'm done. I don't care how much money I got tied up into it. I'm done. My peace up here is more important than any monetary amount that a man on this earth, whether in corporate or whether anywhere, can give me. My peace of mind. Peace knowing that I'm still a man. Knowing that I still stand. And God is looking at me to say, hey, I approve of you. Because you stood on what I taught you. You stood on what I taught you, so I approve of you. You might not have what you want today, but just be patient because I'm going to give it to you tomorrow. And tomorrow might be years down the line. It might be weeks. It might be days. I don't know. But we have to stand tall, and we have to believe that if we stand tall, we stand on our principles, we will get what's coming to us. And what's coming to us is what we deserve on this earth. What we deserve on this earth right now, today. Today might not be today, but today can also be tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow can also be years down the line. But you have to make a stand. You have to make a stand. Don't let anybody treat you with disrespect. Ever. Ever in your fucking life. Never let nobody treat you with disrespect. Be a man. Stand on what you believe. Stand tall on that. Walk tall. Be who you was meant to be. Also, that comes when you learn that, learn how to treat the right woman. Because when I say the right woman, that's the one you would choose. Because the wrong one, it's not the one you would choose in the first place. When you choose the right one, then by being who you're supposed to be, you learn to treat her appropriately. You learn to love down on that woman. Because the whole order of all things on this planet, the same way that our Creator loved us as men, how He built us up and He made us in this place in the first place, we're supposed to trickle that down to the woman that we choose to be with forever. We're supposed to trickle that love from our God, our Creator, down to the woman that we choose. Therefore, she will adore us, love us, because we're giving her the same love that God has given us. But again, that comes with choosing a woman with character, dress appropriate, language appropriate, class appropriate. The one who walk in the light and not in the darkness. So, see, got a lot of guys in here. Before I go off, if you agree with me, just give me a thumbs up. If you agree with me, just give me a thumbs up real quick. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, got you. All right, so we've been here for about an hour. Like I said, I want you guys who are on here, make sure that you go subscribe to the IG, SDL Save Me, SDL Save Me, SDL SAVEME, Save Me, because that's where I'm going to be promoting the site from, promoting the show from. And when we get to 1,000 subscribers on the old channel, that I only got 433 as of today. Let's get to 1,000 so we could go over there, we could promote it, we could become global. But it's going to take you guys. I can't do this. I could sit here and promote it with all the money in the world, but unless you guys like it, unless you guys are in tune with it, unless you approve of this message, I can't make it happen. Only you guys can make it happen. I can only speak for you. I'm the one to speak for you in a way that others will not. So if that's what you want, do just that. And I hope you guys appreciate it, the live today. And make sure you have a beautiful night. I'll be in Ghana, Nigeria this summer. And if anybody have any questions of how they can hook up with me to do the show in Nigeria and Ghana, I'll be in Lagos. I think I'll be in Lekki 1. I'll be in Abuja. And, you know, my home is in Pokuasi in Ghana. So, of course, I'm going to be there. But I'll be in Accra and I'll be in Kumasi. So, link up with me. I'll leave my information on the SDL Save Me IG, so you guys can get in contact with me if you want to. And if you want to come on to the show, you want to be featured as a guest, let me know, and we go from there. Because I love to talk to you guys, and I want people to hear what you guys got to say. I don't just want everybody to hear what I got to say, but I want them to hear what you got to say also. And we, you know, whether we debate about what I say or we agree with what I say, I want you guys to be heard too. So this whole program, this whole show is not just for me to be heard, but it's also for you guys to be heard. It's for people to hear your voice, to give you a voice. So I'm going to give all of you a voice. So giving you a voice is going to put you out there and let it be known what you look for, what you need, what you desire, and let you be seen by the world. Because with you guys, we'll go global. But only with you guys, we'll go global. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And I'm going to bid you a good night. And I thank and love everybody who tuned in tonight. I thank you and I love you. You guys were great. And I seen a lot of, I see messages or whatever. Couldn't get to it. But like I said, we got a lot of things in the works. So with that, I'm going to say good night. Love you guys, man. Take care. I think I'm good at ending the show now. Press X.